I get very focused on seeing basically three big, huge forces that are coming together right now, right today, which I think make our role at OPIC very, very relevant. And that is the resource scarcity, whether it be water or minerals or forestry, which is going to shape our world in the next 100 years, which we've been talking about right here. The growing middle class and the fact that their consumption patterns are becoming exponentially more resource intensive.
Eating more meat,
all that stuff, and climate change. And these three things are coming together and exacerbating themselves in very volatile and dangerous ways that we can't possibly predict the outcome. Now, why is that relevant to OPIC? Because clearly, I think we all know that we can't begin to solve or reverse or adjust to any of these without the private sector.
Sure.
And we also know the private sector is not going to do it without a little help from the public sector. So that's where OPIC comes in, because of course it's our job to help catalyze private sector flows to address development challenges in emerging markets.
Grease the skids, particularly in the toughest markets, right?
Right. And so that's where I think finally the world is kind of waking up to the fact that the private sector and business can be a force for good and has a critical role to play in all of the discussions that we're having here in terms of shaping the way the world is going to roll out in these big forces. So it's exciting to see people realizing that the private sector has a role, and it's frankly thrilling for me to be in a position to provide businesses and investors with the loans and financing and guarantees that they need to play a role.
Sure.